Hello, DERT designers. This is our Design for Literacy class briefing. It's April 23rd, and I want to go over what our next steps are in our project. We're currently working on our DERT audiovisual book, and as the schedule goes here, we're ending week 13. We just completed our design development phase, and we had some small group meetings yesterday for class, and most everyone presented their completed layouts of their illustrations or are nearly completed with it, as well as how they segmented their text, sometimes adding to it, or editing it in ways. But everyone has pretty much, or should have, the plan for their illustration worked out and executed into a vertical format, and also have their text worked out on where each will go. And at this point now, based on any feedback you got from the review, you should be ready to begin the recording process. So our next week 14 assignment is going to be Audiovisual Storybook Part 3, and it's the production of your working prototype. And then after that, we're going to have individual meetings next week to go over your prototypes, to take a look at the results. And then from there, it's going to be a week of preparing for the final reviews. And for final reviews, the plan is going to be to have a Zoom session, of course, that will break everyone up into 3 or 4 groups. And we'll do breakout rooms. Everyone's going to join at the start of the class, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And each group will have a judge or a set of judges that will be in your breakout room, and you'll each present all 3 of your projects, one at a time. All 3 of your projects in a more condensed way than you've presented in the past, but still presenting sort of the full process of talking about your story, your research concept process, and then showcasing your finished design. But make sure that's going to be edited so that it's shorter and that you don't go into the design process as much. Just talk about the setup and then the result, and do that for all 3 projects. So that'll be what we do next week to prepare for our final week 15. But for this coming week, what we're going to be doing is creating our working prototypes that will simulate the play experience on an app on a smartphone. And to do that, we've created a template that I've shared with everyone using the program Figma. And in this template, as you can see here, there are pages laid out based on the sample we showed you using the Great Flood story. And the pages include a cover page, which is basically the first page where the dashboard that we've designed will pop up at the beginning and then automatically go down. And then we just included 7 or 6 additional pages. It doesn't mean that your story needs to have that many pages. We just put them out there so that you can replace your illustrations, and then of course add more, and there's an additional page template here. So use this, customize it, take out the illustrations, put in yours, crop yours in, and importantly, also change the title, put in your illustration credit, and also narration credit. If you're going to work with somebody else to do the narrating, then make sure you credit them as well. And that when you do the recording, that you start off the recording by stating the name of your book, the type of book that it is, or the type of story that it is. If it's a folk tale from a specific country, say that. If it's from Brothers Grimm, if it's mythology, a Greek mythology, like kind of state what it is as a tagline for your title, and then the credits for your illustration and narration. Below is a summary of the book, and if you can add that in as well, that would be great, of the story. So the way we're going to do this, we're sharing this link, but we're also going to share a oh, here we go, the bear, sorry. So we're sharing the link. that will take you to a what's the word for it? A tutorial that explains how to use Figma, how to place the images, how to create the motion, and how to do the sound. These are just a few of the pages to show you what's in store there. But if you read through that, you can learn the process. And if you need to do further research, Google it on YouTube. Google it on, search it on YouTube. And if you're still having trouble, reach out. I can connect you with JC, who's made this template. But also, if you have any suggestions on how to make it better, then let me know that as well. So again, here's the template. Here's the dashboard page that will pop up. It's also designed to pop up at any time you put your finger on the screen, but that doesn't matter for now. It just needs to pop up in the beginning. At the end of the book, or at the end of your reading, you should repeat your title, the type of book, and the credits as well. So you start off by saying, The Great Flood, a Chinese folktale, illustrated by J.C. Chen and narrated by J.C. Chen. And then you start the story after pausing. And at the end, you say the same thing. You repeat the name of the story and the credits. And then when you're done, we have update your deck, put the link for the prototype on the deck. And if you could also share it with me as soon as you can, if it's, if you can do it in advance of the class, that'd be great, so I can get a chance to look at it and listen to it without cutting into our 10-minute time frame. Do that the day before or the morning before would be awesome. Let's see. And then also, you probably have gotten emails for the class evaluation surveys. I'm just giving you the official assignment of doing that within your class time, which is kind of what is supposed to happen. So this week, I want everyone to do that. If not this week, next week. And if not next week, the last week, because I want to get 100% participation. Love getting the feedback. Make sure you thoughtfully go through it and give feedback and write in your thoughts wherever they ask. But important to do this so that that us teachers can hear back from you, and it's helped me guide this class to be better. So any suggestions you have would be great. So I think that's basically it for this session. If you have any trouble, again, reach out, let me know. And that should be it. Anyone who hasn't submitted their book files yet for your storybook, please do that right away. That's your first priority. And then make the storybook your second priority, or the audiovisual your second priority. Okay, so this is it for this week. Let's keep on top of things. Let's make this project turn out really great. Good luck with your narrations. Again, if you don't feel comfortable narrating, you can ask someone, you can commission someone to do it for you, as someone who has, if you think they have a better voice than yours, but you are responsible to direct them and make sure that it sounds good. And when you're recording, of course, put yourself in a silent place. Make sure you have the best microphone possible, and do some tests to make sure it sounds good before you do it. And if you're interested also in doing sound effects to help enhance it or add some music, don't go crazy, but a little subtle extras might be good. And if you use any sound, it should be royalty free. And if you have any questions, let me know, but good luck to everybody, and I'll see you next week.